finishing our footings, foundations, and our podium, which will cover up a large parking deck that's underground. So all the parking in the building is all protected from elements underground and climate controlled. On top of that, we have 3 of our 5 buildings totally finished, not the interiors, but the superstructure complete. And the last 2 buildings will be going up in the next 60 days. Hopefully a year from now, we'll be putting the last touches on and getting our certificate of occupancy at that point. This is something we didn't anticipate was the amount of rock that was here. So going back about a year ago, we had a very large blasting project that we had, and the neighbors were very cooperative with us, although it wasn't probably the most pleasant time in their lives. We moved as quickly as were possible, but we did have a pretty interesting time blasting a lot of rock on the site. So that was the one hiccup, but at this point, everything is moving along really well. We had our first open house on Tuesday of this past week with the brokerage community. We had over 80 brokers show up in 4 hours. So there's obviously a lot of interest in the property. We've had a tremendous number of people on the wait list that we generated starting from the groundbreaking until now, and we've been working through that list as well. So there's a huge amount of interest. People seem to really like it. And again, for the affluent downsizer in this market, there really are very few, if any, options aside from this project. So we've been well received and been getting a great response. Within New York State, there is an advantage of being in a condo as opposed to a private home. It's almost half the taxes for same priced unit. It's just the way the tax code is written here in New York State for condominium the property taxation. So there's a huge tax advantage for making even a lateral move from one house to a condo here, or a condo anywhere actually in New York. There's a huge tax advantage to do that for people downsizing. We're not giving exact numbers, but we're way ahead of where we thought we'd be. We were pretty optimistic in our projections, and we're even exceeding those numbers. So we're very happy with where things are. Everything that we've sold to date is at our Schedule A price, so we haven't discounted anything. And things are moving. People seem to like the project and coming in and moving quickly to make deals.